Please beware. Bum, bum, yeah. Oh, Bambi, I won't lie. If I weren't in this spider web of mine, if grandpa.
What up, it's your boy T-Bird here with new reactions. It's been a minute, but time to do a new reaction to a Zeta Player reaction vid. This is deep lyrics from non-deep rappers. So I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna do one that I do another one after this that's related to two. First off, let me if I can find his joint real quick. Excuse me if it's be a little bit of a delay, but I've heard that the man's done reached over 100,000 subscribers. I think, yeah, 100,000 subscribers. So, Zeta Player, congratulations, though, for real. So, let's see these deep lyrics from non-deep rappers that Zeta Player put together. Let's go.
Oh, Bambi, I won't lie. If I weren't in the spider web of mine, if grandfather never had 7 wives.
What's poppin', everybody? So today for this video, I'm showing you guys deep lyrics from non-deep rappers. And these lyrics aren't going to be on like the level of Tupac or anything, but, you know, compared to most of these rappers' other lyrics, these are definitely on the more intellectual and deep side for sure. So keep that in mind as you're watching.
And the song will be from XXXTentacion. Yep, Riot.
So I could honestly make an entire video analyzing this song because there's a lot to talk about, but I'm just going to stick to these lyrics right here.
Look at all the stores you reckon, nigga, I'm wrecking. Think about the people who own it for about a second. I know you got your problem, but whether they got theirs. He's just talking about while people are rioting, police brutality, which is very justified. You know, I'm not saying that people shouldn't riot because it's, you know, really stupid and messed up that, you know, unarmed black people get killed by the police so much. But at the same time, I can't agree more with what X is saying. It's just
That's
so
true
stupid
as well.
that, you know, people would go out and
ruin
destroy someone's
people's
place of
business
business
and
that
stuff,
has absolutely nothing to do with police brutality. They're basically ruining their lives because they're destroying their place of business, which is, you know,
I'll
how
come
they
in
make their
class,
living. He
stop.
says, I know you got your problem, but they got theirs too. So, you know, just because you're angry, don't take it out on someone that has nothing to do with it. Don't take it out on a third party, you know.
True.
This whole song is just crazy to me because
Yeah, his
I
song
think
is
X wrote it when he was
wild.
like 17 or 18. And the song is like honestly one of the deepest songs I've heard in a very long time, if I'm going to be honest.
I keep
like, I'm
young
19 now, and if I was a rapper, I could not see myself writing a song this deep, at least, you know, as young as I am right now.
Right.
I can hear rolling pee.
Oh, what's deep? What lyrics different here? Let me hear
So
that.
this song is easily one of my favorites of 2017. One of the main reasons is because the hook is super catchy and also has some deep lyrics to it. In the first part, Kodak is talking about, you know, some of the hypocrisy he sees in some rappers. He's just calling out some of the rappers who aren't religious but have iced out Jesus pieces.
Ooh, I ain't think about that.
And in the second part of the hook, he's just talking about some of the girl problems he has.
If you wanna leave, leave. But you ain't gotta lie to me. Even the blind to see, but she ain't gonna ride for me.
So I don't know how anyone could dislike this song, even if you don't like Kodak. Because,
Right.
X has a really
Exactly.
good
I like the
verse.
song
Kodak
anyway, but
does
still.
really good on the hook and his verses, and most of the song actually has pretty good lyrics. So because of that, I just really enjoyed the song and some of the deep
Thanks for
lyrics.
pointing that out, Isaiah.
So this is actually my favorite 50 Cent song of all time, and the song actually contains the deepest lyrics of all time. Kind of a coincidence. But he's just talking about the time he got shot 9 times, and I don't really need to explain it, so I'm just gonna let it play.
Amo shot me 3 weeks later, he got shot down. Now it's clear that I'm here for a real reason. Cause he got hit like I got hit, but he ain't fucking breathing.
Walking on the pavement,
Oh, I think I got his album. He spelled nothing wrong.
Not satisfied, don't think I'll ever wanna stay so good.
So Meanie's just talking about how most people.
Thank you for pronouncing that.
Meanie entertainer think. Like, I'd be surprised if most, if not all of the people in the entertainment industry, you know, I'm talking about rappers, singers, actors, musicians, DJs, YouTubers, like, if all of them did not think this way, I'd be surprised. That's the main reason why people try to be entertainers, because they don't want a regular job with a regular life. They don't want that 9-to-5 office job. They want something more fun and exciting. That's actually one of the reasons I started doing YouTube, because it just seemed like something fun and unique to do, and thousands and thousands and thousands of people try to do YouTube, but not many succeed. And I was up for the challenge, and, you know, so far I'm doing pretty good. So overall, I just find this super relatable.
Brother? I figured this had to be a deep
Spent
lyrics.
my whole life trying to find a light that's at the end of the tunnel. I should have realized it was inside. So lately I've been trying to get what's inside outside. So many people want to see my insides outside.
Ooh.
So the way I interpreted these lyrics from Big Sean is basically that, you know, his whole life or most of his life, he thought that, you know, the keys to success and happiness and other things was an exterior thing. But, you know, now that he's older and more wise, he realized that this whole time, all of that stuff is on the inside. It's inside of everybody, but you just got to go inside and bring it out, which is why he says, like, a line later that he's trying to get his insides outside because he wants to bring that success and happiness outside of himself. And then he goes on to talk about his haters who don't want to see that happen to him, which is why he says they want to see his insides outside. You know, he's basically saying, like, you know, they want to kill me, they want to gut me. So, you know, it's definitely one of the most deep lyrics I've ever heard from Big Sean. It's just a side of Big Sean that we don't see a lot in his songs.
I heard this.
So I'm actually going to be using two different lyrics from two different Drake songs, and the first one is Diplomatic Immunity.
Black excellence, but I guess when it comes to me, it's not the same, no.
The reason I found these lyrics deep, even though a lot of other people probably didn't consider them deep, was because it was relatable to me. Biracial people like me and Drake are obviously considered black, but when it comes to like a really serious topic like black excellence, you know, we're kind of like left out of that situation, you know what I'm saying? We're obviously still black and still a part of black excellence, but, you know, like Drake says, it's just not the same with us. And there's actual evidence of this because there's so many jokes of the difference between, you know, dark skins and light skins. Alright, so the second lyrics I'll be talking about are from the song Feel No Ways.
It's more than like a sleeping man and getting high with you. I had to let go of us to show myself what I could do.
And I don't really know why, but I found these really deep, and they just stuck with me for some reason. I just like the fact that Drake, you know, had to end an entire relationship because it was holding him back from music. His girlfriend at the time was just making him lazy, smoking weed and staying in bed all day. And, you know, he knew that if he wanted to do music, take it serious, and actually go somewhere with it, he had to end that relationship, and that's what he did, and I just think that's pretty deep. He had to suffer just so he could grow. So this song is about G-Eazy finding out his mother was actually a lesbian, and it's just a pretty good storytelling song, actually. Wow. He's just talking about how him and his brother and his mom leaving his dad because obviously his mom didn't love him anymore because she's gay. And then he talks about meeting his mom's girlfriend for the first time, and then the story eventually escalates to the climax where one day he goes down to the basement, which is where his mom's girlfriend's room is at, and then he actually finds her dead of an overdose, and it's definitely a really sad song, and definitely the deepest song G-Eazy's ever made. And I actually could have used most of the lyrics from this song, but I just decided to put the ending because that's basically like the most hard-hitting and sad part of the song.
Becoming more reclusive, and the pill should have been a nurse. So the worse it got, I became more and more afraid. Until one night I went into that room, on the floor she laid. I shook her, she was blue, her skin was cold, and she wasn't breathing. Scream, Melissa, wake up, couldn't fathom that she was leaving.
Sad.
My little nigga frog dead, dog. He shot my little nigga in his head, dog.
So The Game is a well-known gangster rapper, and obviously because of that, he glorifies growing up in the hood and being in a gang in his music. But for these lyrics, he actually comes clean to his fans and listeners and says that, you know, growing up in the hood and being in a gang, it's not a fun experience.
It's not.
See, Compton ain't shit, really. And I've been at the bottom of the pit, feel me? I done had some real niggas try to kill me. Fake niggas in my crew. Crip niggas more loyal than a few of my pyro.
So Uzi usually raps about money and getting girls, but in this song he kind of takes a step back. He's talking
I
about
his
his
song was like
ex-girlfriend
that.
Brittany, who left him for a dude that wasn't as successful as he was, and because of that, it made him realize that money doesn't get you everything in the world.
Yeah, she's smiling happy, but I'm laughing cause I'm mad like. That just goes to show me money don't attract me.
True.
And these lyrics aren't too deep because, you know, it's common knowledge. A lot of people talk about this, but, you know, for an Uzi song, they're definitely pretty deep.
I told you once, I'll tell you twice.
So 99.999% of the time, Pitbull is only rapping about partying or going to other cities to party. So this song is definitely a breath of fresh air. He's just talking about his rags to riches story, and the lyrics don't need an explanation, so I'm just gonna let him play.
Looking in my backyard, and all I see is the ocean. Not bad for a kid that grew up with roaches, drama, chaos, and different cultures. That's what allows me to see through these vultures.
Watch me get this money, nigga.
Let's go, Wayne.
Including two different lyrics from
Yes.
Tyler, the Creator songs, and the first one I'll be talking about is Rusty. And man, this verse is phenomenal from Tyler on this song.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I could make an entire video discussing this song, but I gotta narrow
Let's
it down
hear
because
it.
I don't want
I
this
think I
video
know
to
what
be
you're talking
long.
about, too.
So he has two really interesting lines about two Odd Future members, and the first one is about Earl Sweatshirt.
Look at that mom who thinks I'm evil, hold that grudge against me. The one of the reason that her motherfucking son got to eat.
These lines are actually about Earl Sweatshirt's mom, if you didn't know.
I ain't know
Back
about
when
that
Earl
part,
actually
though.
first started hanging out with Tyler, she actually sent him away to boarding school.
Yep.
I'm not sure if it was because she didn't want him to be a rapper or because she just didn't think Tyler was a good friend, but for some reason she sent him to boarding school.
I
but
know it was
eventually he
about
came back to
Earl. I remember that
America,
lyric, but I know it's about
and like he
Earl.
says,
Nice.
She just hates Tyler for some reason. But then Tyler says that there's no reason for her to hate him because, you know, he actually gave Earl a career and made him a popular rapper. And these next lines, I'm not sure who they're about, but it's definitely an Odd Future member.
Look at the kid who had the 9 and tried to blow out his mind. But talk his money, I said hi, I guess I bought him some time.
It's just really cool that he's
I
saving
thought it
people's
wasn't-
lives. And there's actually really good wordplay there, too.
I thought like I ain't know the first one was about Earl. That verse was about Earl. I remember them lyrics, and the second verse I definitely remember about because I remember hearing a lot of people said that Tyler created lyrics and songs that got him out of killing himself because they felt like they connected with them, that he's one of them, and that he's somebody that what they go through and still alive and getting money. And there's not many people in the rap game and the music game that can relate, that some of these guys who go through that can relate to. Tyler Creator related to. That's why I fucks with. That's the main reason why I fuck with Tyler Creator heavy though, because I feel like, you know, I'm way older than him. I can relate to him as much than these other rappers and other musicians as well too. But let's keep going.
Alright, so the next lyrics I'll be showing you guys are from the song Answer. And they don't need an explanation, so I'm just going to let them play.
Hey dad, it's me.
Yep.
I'm
His
Tyler.
answer.
I think I
That's
be
your
your
son.
son. Sorry, I called you the wrong name. See, my brain splitting. Dad isn't your name. See,
Fact,
it's a little more fitting.
Yeah, I remember that.
Alright, y'all, that is all I got for this video. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, hit that like button. Make sure to follow me on my Twitter and Instagram in the description. And as always, it's been Isaiah the Player, and I'm gone.
Get off on you mad at. Niggas laughing when it's down, they laughed at. Bitch, following my kids, I'm a bad dad. Looking for
What song is this? I should get my Shazam in real quick, but anyway, I'll get it afterwards. But this was a good video concept though. Like, bet you that Tyler created one. I knew like the second verse he played from Rusty. I felt like it was like he actually helped, like, because you hear like many kids talk about how that listen to Tyler stopped them from taking their whole life because they felt like they could relate to him more though, because they felt alone. And when you heard Tyler Creator, they felt like he connected to them. And even in a song called I forgot what the song joint called. That's my favorite too, where he was when he talking when his fan was talking about how he was a big fan of him, and so he was a starstruck fan of him and everything. It's from the album too, from the Wolf album. Let me check it out real quick. Real quick. It's Tyler Wolf. I'm trying to name it. Let me song that quick. Let's see. Is it Awkward? Not Awkward. Colossus. That's his name. Because the name of the ride he was getting on in the song was called Colossus. That's what it was. And the guy was in line trying to get in there, but the fan was talking about how much of the experience he was being a pesky fan, a annoying fan, telling him how much he liked him or not. And but the other verse about him, about the kid he got to eat, I know that was about Earl. Good call on that, Isaiah. I mean, I knew about Earl's situation though, how he was part of our feature, and then because I was rocking him my time when he got sent on the bird school. We was all waiting for him to come out with a new song, and then he came out that one song come out called I forgot it's called End, something like that. It was like a thrown together song though. Yeah. Well, other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bird signing off. One love.